Friday, March 5th, 2024. And we didn't record yesterday because The View opened up with a story about Marjorie Taylor Greene. And, like, why the fuck even bother? Why give her any air? Um, she's not a serious person. She's not a committed lawmaker. She's an idiot with a big, giant mouth. Um, so I don't understand why there's even a point to discuss anything that she has to say. She's a liar. Um, and you know it, she is holding Congress hostage, and that to me is kind of funny, like, because she's fucking things up for the GOP, so yay. But otherwise, like, what's the point? We don't need to discuss what her opinion or views on anything is. um and then the view got interrupted yesterday because President Biden was giving a speech about the campus protests that are going on across the nation. And he kind of said pretty much the same thing I said the other day, which was, you have a right to peacefully protest, but when it becomes violent or you start, uh, wreaking havoc, then no, that's no longer a peaceful protest, and you have to suffer the consequences of that. Um, and uh, And the other thing I pointed out the other day, which turned out to be true, that there were nearly 300 people arrested in from Columbia University and City College of New York, in northern Manhattan, and nearly half of those people arrested have no affiliation whatsoever with either of those schools, and are just outside agitators going in there uh, gin up trouble. So, um, and the point was made today by Sarah Haynes about, people go into the polls and they think about what they're seeing now on TV, and not what they saw on January 6th in 2021. And what they're seeing now isn't great, but I think it needs to be more loudly um, uh, broadcast that this isn't all just protesters that are with altruistic ideals. These are groups that infiltrate at every protest, and it gets worse and worse every year, um, simply to cause trouble. They are agents of chaos and anarchists, and that's what they want. They want to see chaos, because it helps. I don't know what it helps do. I don't know what they get out of it. Um, I guess, dismantle government. I don't know, but that whole thing, and, like, libertarians, I don't get it. Like, yeah, by your bootstraps. Fuck you and your bootstraps. Anyway, I don't even know what we talked about today on The View. But I do know that the second story about, that the woman who killed her mom, whose name I can't remember. Uh, but Joy tried to make some joke about everybody wants to marry their mother. And Ana Navarro said in return, well, if she wants to marry her mother, she's got to get a shovel. That's that's fucking funny. It's so, like, stupidly literal, but which isn't what Joy meant, but I found pretty fucking funny. Um, what were we talking about? Oh, the Republican possibilities for the VP. Who gives a flying fuck? Why are we talking about this yet? Let him have his stupid rally and fundraising thing. Um, None of those people are going to help his campaign, and um, and it's just another opportunity for Alyssa Farrah Griffin to, throw out her talking points. She again, and I think it was yesterday. I guess she was talking about the speakership, and Mike Johnson being the speaker, and that, I guess that was the thing that Margie Taylor Greene was talking about. Yeah, I want Democrats to go back to their districts and have to campaign in their primaries, knowing that they voted for a Republican for speaker. And so uh, he's turning out to be not so terrible. He doesn't seem to bend to the will of the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, and the Matt Gaetzes. And once shown something reasonable, he actually um, got an aid package passed. It would be nice if they would do the border protection bill. I'm sure somebody. He seems malleable, is the point. But of course, Alyssa Fairfowler Griffin is like, but politically, and then oh, fuck off, just fuck off. She's really on my nerves. And it doesn't matter who he picks for his VP. Um, he's sitting there on trial. Hope Hicks is testifying today. Um, I don't know if they're ever going to get to the part where he did something illegal. It's all very sleazy, um, but we're waiting for the where's the part where he broke the law um, in that trial, and it's a very real possibility that he will be in on trial in Georgia for the convention. So, or right after the convention, which would be kind of hilarious. Okay, we've picked him. Now he's in court, and if the Georgia case goes through, he's going to get convicted in that one. So, you know, it's we're still in for a bumpy year.